So let's talk about Fabio Vieira's cameo yesterday. It was not all doom and gloom yesterday, like most of his content creators want to make it. We know negativity sells. And I'm going to reiterate and stand by my commentary of yesterday. AFTV is like the shade room. All they sell is negativity, the dysfunction, the pettiness. No more talk about the good side. Like we're making some safe. Yesterday's draw, like I said, it was disappointing, but there are positives yesterday. Like Fabio Vieira's cameo yesterday was top quality. The movement, the effervescence, the way he was turning with the ball. He made 2 goals yesterday. The penalty to make it 1-1, and the fantastic assist for Nketiah to make it 2-1. Nobody wants to talk about that. Let's talk about Kai Havertz. I was horrible. Let's talk about the fact that the experiment is not working. We can mention that, but nobody wants to talk about Fabio Vieira was spectacular. A year ago, a lot of you wanted him, so he's not good enough. He's lightweight. He cannot control games. To be fair, that was partially right, but that was just his first season in England. This guy is still very young. You can see there's a player in there. Look at his technical ability. You can tell there's a player in there, but physically he's not dominating games, and it takes players a while to gel. Most of you act as if when you change jobs or you move to a new environment, a new country, a new neighborhood, you just adapt to that environment like a dog to water, which is a fallacy. Some of you take forever to adjust. Some of you might never adjust. But when it comes to these players, because most of you are jealous of how much they make their lifestyle, you want to hide your jealousy in terms of what they make under criticizing them over the top. Let's be real. Most of you are just jealous. Now, Kai has not been fantastic, but he has not been horrible. It was not about Kai yesterday in the 2-2 draw. Fabio Vieira was excellent. He came in, I think, in the 56th minute. For over 30 minutes, this guy was excellent. 2 goal contributions. Nobody was talking about that. Let's talk about Kai. Let's talk about the experiment. Let's talk about, Partey not playing right back. Fair observation. But nobody will talk about the fact that Nketiah scored, even though he didn't start, because there was this statistic going around that Nketiah never scores coming off the bench without the caveat of how many appearances has he made off the bench. Somebody talks about that. He doesn't even do well when it comes off the bench. But off the bench, it comes the second half yesterday. Nketiah scores, had a solid performance. Let's talk about Nketiah. Let's talk about Fabio Vieira. Let's be about Kai, because that what brings the money and the traction and the subscribers. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It shows how so many people are projecting the bitterness in their personal life onto the players. You can criticize the players. You can criticize us. You can criticize Arteta. You should do it in good faith. Do it in good faith. 7 points out of 9 is not horrible, and I insist. And Fabio Vieira, this is about Fabio. Fantastic player. I criticized him. I said he was a bit lightweight. You need to get to the gym. You need to understand England that is very physical. You need to be quicker. Yesterday, all the attributes I've been seeking from Fabio, I saw yesterday. Quick thinking, quick feet, swift, agility, pace, movement. He had it yesterday. But nobody wants to talk about that, including Arsenal fans. All they are concerned about is about banter. How Chelsea fans are going to banter them how they draw yesterday. Like the season is over. It's just 3 effing games. 3 effing games. 3 games. And all of you are getting hysterical this way. Wow. Shout out to Fabio to me. I expect a lot more goals and assists from Fabio this coming season. He's looking ready for this season. And I'm only surprised in certain games he will bench Odegaard. Odegaard has not had the best of start. Doesn't mean he cannot improve. Odegaard, we know him sometimes a slow starter. He will say improve. The players in the team, I have absolute confidence that Arsenal will still smash certain teams this season. We'll still score enough goals and we'll still be tight at the back. I understand our frustration. I'm frustrated too. Conceding goals at the Emirates, we shouldn't consider, especially their sloppy goals. I get it, but let's not go over the top. So let's give Fabio Vieira some love and flowers, because a lot of you have criticized. I have criticized him, but not as aggressively, not as over the top like most of you. You can criticize someone in good faith. Like I said, Odegaard is not the best. He has not the best of stats, but doesn't mean he's not a good player. He's a good player. Things like that can happen. And Fabio, the Fabio I'm saying, he might not. I will want him to start against Man U, but I don't think he might start. But I know he will get a sub appearance next week, and it will still be fantastic. I'm seeing a player in there that if Odegaard does not pick up his pace, Fabio can play that 8 and can play that 9. He can play the Kai position that most of you don't want him to play. He can still play as a 10. There's Smith we're yet to see. So there's still more players. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. I don't enjoy particularly as a right back, but if the manager thinks he can work something out of it, I'll be patient. He has enough credit in the bank to do what he has to do. 7 points out of 9 is not horrible. And I expect next week he will not. I'm 100% sure he will not play part as right back against Man U. You need a proper right back there. So let's calm down, because if we had won that game yesterday, the conversation will be different. What makes this conversation frustrating for a lot of you is because we had a draw. And because most of you are taking banters from Manchester United fans, Chelsea fans, and Liverpool fans too seriously. If you understand it's part of the game, don't overlook it. Let's celebrate our player like Fabio VIEIRA, who was fantastic in 30 minutes plus yesterday, and I expect much from him. So let me know what you think about Fabio's performance yesterday. Leave it in the comment section. Were you impressed? Yes, you might not be impressed with the result. Were you impressed with Fabio's performance and Nketiah? Let me know in the comment section. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe if you are new, if you're not subscribed, and make sure the notification bells are turned on. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.